Wow, ẹ káàárọ̀ èèyàn wa. Mo kí yín pé a kú ìdájí torí pé tí bá wo aago ní ọ̀dọ̀ mi níbí, aago 3 ṣẹ́lù ni. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá káàkiri gbogbo ibi tí olúkálùkù wa bá wà. Ọba Elédùmarè á wà pẹ̀lú wa. Mo kí yín o bàbá wa lórí Instagram. Ẹ ṣé gan ni sà. Ẹjọ́ kan pẹ̀lú àlàáfíà mo wà o. Wàhálà wa Ọlọ́run kò ní jẹ́ kí ó já sásán. Inshallah Qudratullahi láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Mo kí gbogbo ojú tó bá ń wò mí ní jákèjádò gbogbo àgbáyé across the globe. Má bínú pé à ń gbìyànjú pẹ̀lú Yorùbá wa. Mo mọ̀ pé láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà á túbọ̀ máa dán ju bó ṣe wà yìí lọ. Mo kí wa o pé ẹ káàárọ̀ torí ilẹ̀ ti mọ́ lọ́dọ̀ tiwa. Aago 3 ó kọjá 15 minutes. Aago 3 ó kọjá 15 minutes. So mo ní ẹ káàárọ̀. Mo lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mo kí bàbá wa the Emeritus Professor Adebanji Akintoye, the leader of the Yoruba self-determination. We are grateful to have you, Baba. Ọba Elédùmarè kó jẹ́ kí àtúbọ̀ rí yín pẹ́. Kẹ́dẹ̀ sìn wá débi tí ẹ̀rù ò ní ti ba ìran ọmọ aládé. Bí mo ti ṣe ń kí Professor Adebanji Akintoye, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mò ń kí the hero of our time, bàbá wa lálùbáríkà, bàbá wa ẹni ọlá, ẹni yìí, ẹni tí Ọlọ́run fi ṣe gàrí tírà fún ìran Yorùbá. Fún wa, bàbá wa Chief Dr. Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho, tí gbogbo yẹn mọ̀ sí Sunday Ìgbòho Òòṣà. Kí Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kí a rí bàbá pẹ́. Kọ́lọ́run bá wa lọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀mí ẹ̀, kó bá wa dúró ti olóyè ọmọ Adéyẹmọ. Kó má fi sílẹ̀ nígbàkígbà fún gbogbo ọ̀tá tó bá ń sáré ẹ̀ nílé ni, lóko ni, bọ́ bá ń perí ẹ̀ ni, bọ́ bá ń sáré pé kí ọwọ́ wọn mú àtọkùnrin ni àtobìnrin. À ń fi àsìkò yìí a fi ń bẹ Ọba Elédùmarè pé kó jọ̀ọ́ nínú ọlá tí ó ní tí èèyàn kan kì í bá lò, torí pé ọlá tí Ọba Elédùmarè ní kò sẹ́ni tó ń bá lò. Òun nìkan ló ní nǹkan ẹ̀, ó dẹ̀ ń lò nígbàkígbà tó bá fẹ́ lò. Kọ́lọ́run jọ̀ọ́ kí ó má jẹ́ kí ọwọ́ ayé, ọwọ́ àjẹ́, ọwọ́ oṣó, ọwọ́ babaláwo, ọwọ́ èmèrè, ọwọ́ ẹnikẹ́ni tí ó bá ń gbèrò pé olóyè Ìgbòho máa ṣubú níbikíbi tó bá ti ń sáré pé olóyè ọmọ Adéyẹmọ á ṣubú ni, agbára wọn kó má ka olóyè ọmọ Adéyẹmọ. Kọ́lọ́run Ọba Elédùmarè kó bá wa dúró tì í. Ọmọ Yorùbá ló bá ń sáré ẹ̀, wàá máa ṣubú. Ọmọ Ìgbò ló bá ń sáré ẹ̀, wàá máa ṣubú. Fúlàní ló bá ń sáré ẹ̀, wàá máa ṣubú. Gbogbo ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá ń perí olóyè Ìgbòho níbikíbi tó bá ti ń perí ẹ̀, Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kí ọ̀pá yín kó ká. Àwa ń kí olóyè náà pé ìwọ ló máa borí gbogbo àwọn ọ̀tá ẹ̀ ní inú Nàìjíríà, nínú Áfíríkà, ní Europe, torí àìmọye àwọn tí wọ́n ń bẹ ní Europe tó ń bínú olóyè ọmọ Adéyẹmọ. Ìwọ ló máa borí wọn nígbàkígbà tí wọ́n bá ti ń porí ẹ̀, ìwọ ló máa borí wọn. Inú yàrá wọn ló wà ní ló bá ń perí ẹ̀, ìwọ ló máa borí wọn. Ọ̀ ní rí ẹ mú. Gbogbo ibi tó kù sí, Ọlọ́run tó ní ayé tó lọ́run á fi gbogbo wisdom, gbogbo ìmọ̀, gbogbo agbára, gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tó bá máa need pé kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tí kò ní ààbò, tí kò ní ìfọ̀kànbalẹ̀, tí ẹ̀rù ń bà, tí Fúlàní tí wọ́n gbógun tì wá, olóyè bó bá ti ń perí ẹ̀, ìwọ ló máa jẹ́ ọ̀gá fún wọn. Mo kí olóyè. Èní ní 17/7/2025 ní 3:19 a.m. Bí mo ti ṣe kí olóyè, mo ti kí bàbá wa Akíntóyè síwájú. A tún kí bàbá lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, ìyẹn the emeritus Professor Akíntóyè. Kí Ọlọ́run jọ kó jẹ́ kí bàbá kí wọ́n pẹ́ bí mo ṣe sọ. Bàbá tí lọ bí kankan, ọ̀bẹ Elédùmarè á wà pẹ̀lú yín o. Kàkà kí Elédùmarè, Azeez Badéṣeré ó ní máa kí ẹ o, olóyè Ọmọdéyẹmọ. Gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá wọ́n ní máa kí ẹ o. Lórí Instagram wọ́n ní máa kí ẹ, lórí Twitter wọ́n ní máa kí ẹ, lórí Facebook wọ́n ní máa kí ẹ, lórí YouTube wọ́n ní máa kí ẹ. Láti iléeṣẹ́ wa o, Ọláyọmí Kóìkí lèmi jẹ́. Bí mo ṣe wá lọ bẹ́ẹ̀, mo kí YSDM. Gbogbo ẹni tí kò bá mọ àwọn tó ń pè ní YSDM, YSDM dúró fún Yorùbá Self-Determination Movement. Yorùbá Self-Determination Movement. YSDM dúró fún gbogbo ẹ̀ka ọmọ Yorùbá. YSDM stand for them. So ọ̀bẹ Elédùmarè kó jọ nínú ọlẹ́ gbogbo àwọn tó ń darí YSDM, láti deputy ti diaspora tí a mọ̀ sí Káyọ̀dé Ẹ̀mọ̀lá. kọ́lọ́run jọ kó bá wa túbọ̀ máa fún yín ní ìmọ̀, ọgbọ́n àti agbára. Bí mo ṣe ti wá ń kí YSDM, mo kí ìlànà ọmọ Oòduà tí ó jẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ bàbá wa Professor Adébánjí Akíntóyè, tí wọ́n wà ní gbogbo ẹ̀ka, gbogbo Áfíríkà títí dé Europe, títí dé Asia. Mo kí ìlànà ọmọ Oòduà. Bí mo ṣe ń kí ìlànà ọmọ Oòduà, bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni mo wá ń kí ẹgbẹ́ ìfẹ́lódùn àpapọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá. Ẹgbẹ́ ìfẹ́lódùn àpapọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá, ó jẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ ti bàbá wa Dr. Chief Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho Òòṣà. Gbogbo ẹni tí kò tí ì darapọ̀ mọ́ ẹgbẹ́ náà, ẹ gbìyànjú kí a darapọ̀ mọ́ ẹgbẹ́ náà, kí a lè máa tẹ̀lé gbogbo ìlànà tí ẹgbẹ́ náà ń gbé lọ́tùn lósì, látòrí president wọn Gani Alágbàlá, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi dáadáa, tí wọ́n jẹ́ president ẹgbẹ́ ìfẹ́lódùn, àti the vice president Kentos Ìgẹ̀gí. Ẹ bá wa kí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ náà. Bí mo ṣe wá ń kí ẹgbẹ́ ìfẹ́lódùn, mo kí Yorùbá Nimi Group, Oòduà Ìṣọ̀kan London, mo kí Ìgbòho Day tó jẹ́ ti late Janet Fashakin, kọ́lọ́n fọ́run kẹ́ bàbá ìyá wa Janet Fashakin. Mo kí Multi Faith, mo kí gbogbo groups, Iron Lady, àti tá bá rántí sọ àti tá rántí sọ. Mo kí gbogbo groups. Ẹ̀yin ni ẹ jẹ́ backbone fún Yorùbá Nation. Ẹ̀yin gangan nígi tí kò jẹ́ kí Yorùbá Nation dákẹ́, torí ẹ̀mí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ó ń béèrè oríṣiríṣi ìbéèrè pé kí ló fà á, kí ló dé tí ọmọ Yorùbá fi dá dúró. Ẹ̀mí ọmọ Yorùbá ó wà lókè nígbà tó sí ààbò lórílẹ̀-èdè wa. So gbogbo olúkálukú wa, àwọn ìyá wa tí wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ takuntakun, àwọn bàbá wa, ẹ̀yin àbúrò wa, ẹ̀yin ẹ̀gbọ́n wa, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ̀ tí dá sí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation, mo fẹ́ kẹ́ súnmọ́ bíbá yìí ní àárọ̀ yìí, torí ìta fi sọ láàárọ̀ yìí ó le kọ̀ǹkọ̀ǹ, ó gbẹnu tán. Lóòótọ́ a ní àwọn ẹ̀rí ríṣiríṣi, but ó dá tí bá jẹ́ pé ẹ̀rí bá ń jáde látọ̀dọ̀ àwọn tí wọ́n láníyàn. Ọmọ Yorùbá ni mò ń bá sọ̀rọ̀, mo ò bá Fúlàní sọ̀rọ̀, mo ò bá Ìgbò sọ̀rọ̀, mo ò bá ọmọ Yorùbá tó ní làákàyè sọ̀rọ̀. Ọmọ Yorùbá tí kò fẹ́ jẹ́ kí ilẹ̀ tí àwọn baba ńlá wa jà, tí ó fi ń di pé àwa náà sọ pé a ní ilẹ̀ kan lénìí, ilẹ̀ náà kó má bàa bọ́ lọ́wọ́ wa. Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ súnmọ́ mi dáadáa láàárọ̀ yìí. Gbogbo tí máa lò lágbára Ọlọ́run 1 hour náà ni, torí mo gbọ́dọ̀ padà lọ sí bed láti lọ sùn. So tó bá máa fi di 4:30 lọ́dọ̀ tèmi, ó jẹ́ kí program yìí kí n wine ẹ̀ down. So ẹ farabalẹ̀ kí ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ gbọ́ ohun tí a fẹ́ sọ. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ti wọlé o, ẹ bá mi jí ẹni tó ń sùn, ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ ti sùn tó bá jí láàárọ̀ ẹ máa bá program yẹn nínú platform. Ẹ má wá gbàgbé láti ran iléeṣẹ́ yìí lọ́wọ́. Owó ní iléeṣẹ́ yìí ní tó pọ̀ jù láti lè fi ṣe gbogbo iṣẹ́ tí ó ń bẹ níwájú wa àti tí a ti ṣe àti tó sì wù wá lẹ́mìí láti ṣe. Gbogbo àkígbà tí ẹ bá broadcast yìí pàdé, ẹ fi owó kẹ́ fi ṣe gàrí tírà fún wa. Gbogbo àwọn account number tẹ́ lè fi ràn wá lọ́wọ́ òun ló ń bẹ lórí screen yìí. Email tẹ́ lè fi send owó sí wa òun ni musakalam1@yahoo.com, ìyẹn ni PayPal. Tí ẹ bá ti lọ sórí PayPal, ẹ fún wa ní gbogbo ohun tí ó wà ní ẹ̀mí yín kí a lè máa fi bá iṣẹ́ lọ. Tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé inú First Bank náà ni ẹ fẹ́ fi sí 3096808848. Owó kan kéré o, torí every little help owó ni wọ́n fi ń ràn ní mídíà. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí First Bank yẹn 3096808848. Tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé OP account náà ló bá pè yín láti fi owó sí 6104290167. Tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ń bẹ ní UK lẹ fẹ́ fi owó ránṣẹ́, account number tẹ́ máa fi ránṣẹ́ sí, orúkọ iléeṣẹ́ báǹkì náà ń jẹ́ Koiki Media Limited, Tide Bank lórúkọ náà. Sort code á máa jẹ́ 040605. Account number máa jẹ́ 169062228. Nígbà tí àwọn ilé ìjọsìn náà bá ń béèrè owó, ó di dandan pé kí iléeṣẹ́ tiwa náà máa ní ẹni tọ́lọ́run bá bùkún fún, voluntary ni, kò ń ṣe dandan. Ẹni tọ́lọ́run bá bùkún fún kó nawọ́ sí wa. Tó bá dẹ̀ pé Amẹ́ríkà náà lẹ ti fẹ́ fún wa lówó, a ní ẹni tí ó jẹ́ contact wa ní Amẹ́ríkà tí ẹ lè fi owó ránṣẹ́ sí. Ẹni tó bá wá ní owó, ẹ máa fi àdúrà ràn mí lọ́wọ́ pé gbogbo ìgbà kí ìgbà tó bá ń pe orúkọ ara wọn, tó bá ń sà, babaláwo ló pe orúkọ mi ni, pásítọ̀ ni, wòlíì ni, àfáà ni, pé ọmọ Kóìkì tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí tó fẹ́ yọ ẹ̀mí ọmọ Yorùbá kúrò lára Nàìjíríà, kí ọwọ́ ayé, ọwọ́ àjẹ́, ọwọ́ oṣó, ọwọ́ mọ̀míwọ̀ta, inú Áfíríkà ló ti ń porúkọ mi ni, inú Yúróòpù ni, gbogbo ẹni tó bá ń porí mi ní àìdá, ẹ bá mi máa ṣàdúrà pé ilé wọn kó máa ṣàìsàn, kí wọ́n máa ṣàìsàn nínú ilé wọn, kí agbára wọn kó má kà ti èmi, kó má kà ti àwọn ọmọ mi, kó má kà ti ìyàwó mi. Mo sátọmọ mi dáhùn lánàá, a sọ̀rọ̀ bàbá sọ́mọ, mo túbọ̀ jẹ́ kó yé tí mo gbé dání, kó lè bá mọ̀ pé iṣẹ́ tá à ń ṣe yìí lóòótọ́ kò fún mi l'access láti gbé wọn lọ sọ́lìdé láti bí ọdún 5. Oríṣiríṣi èyí tó jẹ́ kí bàbá ṣe fáwọn ọmọ nínú ilé, pé kó ṣàṣe sùúrù fún mi, pé èyí tó máa ní, èyí tó máa dùn gbẹ̀yìn náà ni. Mo jókòó pẹ̀lú ọmọ mi lánàá, a jọ sọ̀rọ̀ sí bàbá sọ́mọ, ó dẹ̀ yé dáadáa. Ó ní gbogbo ẹ̀ náà ká túbọ̀ máa bẹ Ọlọ́run náà ni pé kí ìrìn àjò yìí kó yá. Ebi ò pa mí o, ìyà ò jẹ mí. So tó bá ń wò mí tó ń rò pé bóyá mo níṣẹ́, 27 years ni mo ti gbé ní UK. 1998 September mo gba orí omi wọlé o, visa ni mo gbà l'Abuja. Nígbà tó lọ ń ṣe interview ni mo fi wọ bíbá. Láti 27 years yẹn, a dúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run pé èèyàn kan ò lè náwó sí èmi, mọ̀mísí mi, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi, younger sister mi, gbogbo family mi la jọ ń gbé ní bíbá tí mọ̀mísí mi kó wá. So kò ń ṣe pé lánàá ni a ṣẹ̀dé sí UK, àwa ti jápa ti pẹ́. Mọ̀mísí mi dẹ̀ ti lọ sí more than 25 countries around the world. Kó tó bí mi ní 1978 ni mọ̀mísí mi ti ń travel. Tó bá mọ orúkọ ẹni tó jókòó yìí, bàbá mi ni ẹni tí Ebenezer Obey kì, tó ń pè ní Alhaji Ọmọ́táyọ̀ Kóìkì, tó fi ní constant star, tẹ́gbẹ́ bá ń dára látọ̀dọ̀ olórí ẹgbẹ́. Nítorí ẹlòmíì wọ́n ṣẹ̀ bí yín lánàá ni, ẹ̀yin ọmọ tí ẹ̀ mọ tí ó ń lọ, wọ́n ṣẹ̀ bí yín lánàá, so a lè blame yín. Ẹlòmíì bàbá yín ò ṣe fi hàn, bàbá yín kò, èmi ò jẹ ìyà kí tó kúrò Nàìjíríà, mo rẹ̀ gbé nílé face my face you, Popsi mi dẹ̀ gbé ìgbé ayé tó da kó tó kú, kọ́lọ́n bá ń fọ̀run kẹ́. Popsi mi máa ń ṣeré wá sí London, á padà so kò ń ṣe pé ọmọ tálákà ni mí so tó bá jókòó tó ń gbọ́ mi má fi sentiment sọ̀rọ̀ tèmi ń sọ ọ̀rọ̀ tí mò ń sọ yẹn ni kò tẹ́tí gbọ́ kò gbọ́ torí kíyà má bàa jẹ̀wọ́ àwọn ọmọ tèmi ní British passport àwọn ìyàwó mi wà okay mọ̀mísí mi wà okay mọ̀mísí mi ti bá pè wọ́n san pension fún ó ti ṣiṣẹ́ House of Commons no House of Lords ni mọ̀mísí mi ti retire ní UK ibẹ̀ ló ti retire ó ń gba pension ẹ̀ ìnáwó fún ní gbogbo ẹ̀tọ́ tó yẹ kó fún ìwọ náà àti mọ̀mísí ẹ̀ tó fún ẹ nínú Nàìjíríà so n tá à ń jà fún nìyẹn so tó bá di 1 minute now àbẹ̀rẹ̀ program mo kàn fi lé torí ẹlòmíì tó kọ̀ bá mi pàdé tàtú lélẹ̀ èmi ò ń ṣe ta lélẹ̀ yìí o ò ń ṣe ta lélẹ̀ má compare mi pẹ̀lú anybody younger sister mi padà wá sílé nígbà tí Fáṣọlá tó wà lórí oyè tó fi wá support government yẹn pé child policy nígbà tí ó ṣe ọdún méjì torí pé ìlú òfò ní Nàìjíríà ó padà wá sí London that was when Fáṣọlá was in power so tó bá mi pàdé má rò pé bóyá o kò bá anybody pàdé lórí social media à ń ṣe anybody o àwa níran ọmọ Yorùbá dáadáa ni mí mo ò dẹ̀ ṣọmọ Ìgbò so mo kàn fi yẹn kí n lè fi pọ́nra mi lé so mo mọ̀ pé ń pọ́n mi lé so ìyẹn lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ now ká wá wọnú ètò torí mo fi pẹ́ 3:30 1 hour la ní gbogbo àná la mọ ẹni tó ń pè ní arákùnrin kan tí ó jẹ́ Buba Galadima ta ni Buba Galadima irú èèyàn wo ni Buba Galadima ó tú àwọn àṣírí kan síta kò ń ṣe tó jẹ́ tuntun àmọ́ ó dá pé in tó sọ yìí ẹnu tiẹ̀ ló ti jáde kò ń ṣe ẹnu Koiki Media fídíò wa o mo ti line ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ ó sọ̀rọ̀ lórí Arise TV gbogbo la mọ̀ pé Koiki ló wá bí tí Buhari wà ní London ìwọ òkúkú dé London rí bó tó bá wà lórí Koiki Media wàá máa rí London lójoojúmọ́ tí mo máa ń fi London wọ̀n wàá mọ̀ bí London ṣe rí Ọlọ́run á jẹ́ kí ìwọ náà ráyè wọlé tọ́nà bá fún ẹ ní visa tí UK bá fún ẹ visa bó bá dẹ̀ fún ẹ máa wo Koiki Media wàá máa rí London bó ṣe rí in details Buba Galadima sọ àwọn àṣírí kan jáde ó sọ ìdí tí àwọn fi lọ gbé Buhari padà wá ìdí yẹn nísìn ni a fẹ́ tú kalẹ̀ kó lè bá yé ọmọ Yorùbá kó dẹ̀ lè wà lórí record pé Koiki Media torí tó bá dọjọ́ iwájú torí in tó ń wò níwájú mi òun ló ń pè ní archive mi is a big terabyte gbogbo fídíò mi látọdún 5 ó ń bẹ nínú ilé mo dẹ̀ ní extra backup so that ilé bá crash gbogbo nǹkan báyìí la máa lò ní yunifásitì wa pé gbogbo program tá a ṣe ẹ̀rí máa dẹ́ mi pé àtúrí ilé náà ọ̀nà ẹ̀ kọ́ lọ́n jẹ́ ká lè sọ kalẹ̀ ẹ bá mi pín ètò yẹn jọ torí Ọlọ́run mo nílé máa dárúkọ yẹn tẹ́ ń wọlé torí program tó wà very very important ni Buba Galadima sọ̀rọ̀ ilẹ̀ fàyà ó jẹ́ kó yé wa pé àwọn làwọn lọ gbé Buhari wá kí ọmọ Yorùbá má bàa gba àwọn Fulani kúrò nínú Kwara State Buba Galadima Buhari was drafted into politics to stop Yoruba from retaking Ilorin from Fulanis. So in tí a ti ń sọ láti bí ọdún 5 pé Fulani ní agenda màá kọ́kọ́ lọ mú fídíò kan màá kọ́kọ́ pin ẹ̀ mọ́ broadcast yìí torí nígbà tárákùnrin yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ àṣédì tó ṣe pa nìyẹn gbogbo àná la mọ arákùnrin náà farabalẹ̀ kó gbọ́n tó sọ.
Willing or unable to protect the people of Southern Kaduna?
In fact, it is not only unable, it is unwilling, and we have good reason to feel that they are part and parcel of the killers. Let me make some revelations to you.
That's a very big allegation, Dr. Obadiah. The government is part and parcel of the killers.
Yes.
That's big.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, how would the government just say, oh, it is revenge killing and so on? Then you leave it there. Oh, because it is revenge killing and so on and so forth. The body language of this administration, the body language of the state government shows clearly that they have a hand in the killings. No doubt about it. Because you see, General Abacha, and people don't give him his due. Do you think you would have tolerated such nonsense? And let me make some revelations, because some of us also have our own intelligence networks.
Okay.
Have met with some of the bandits. We have met with some of their high commanders. One or two who have repented. They have sat down with us, not once, not twice. They told us that one of the northern governors, the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria. Boko Haram and the band are one and the same thing. They have a sophisticated network. During this lockdown, their planes were moving up and down as though there was no lockdown. Moving ammunitions, moving logistics, moving money, and distributing them in different parts of the country. They're already in the south, in the rainforest of the south. They're everywhere. They told us that when they finish these rural killings, they will move to phase 2. The phase 2 is they will go into the urban cities, going from house to house, killing prominent people. I can tell you, this is the game plan. By 2022, they want to start a civil war in Nigeria.
The civil war is still going on in Nigeria. Ogun yẹn sì ń lọ. Ogun tó dẹ̀ ń lọ yẹn, ó dá lórí ìtọ́lọ gbé Buhari padà wá fún. Ìtọ́lọ torí ẹ̀ gbé Buhari wá fún. Mo fẹ́ fi fídíò tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní àná nígbà tí Malafia died around 2021, if I'm right. At the age of 64, he died. We know the reason why, Toshipa. And I want us to just quickly watch or see this, how the death of Malafia, Katopada Sodo, Buba Galadima. This was the Vanguard newspaper dated the September 20, 2021, 22, 23, 24, 25. So about 4 years ago, it will be Lordon in September. Ni Malafia, ni Wokpa. How Obadiah Malafia died. According to the Vanguard, former deputy governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, the frontline Vanguard communist, a former presidential candidate of the ADC in 2019 general election, Dr. Obadiah Malafia, 64, is dead, with the Middle Belt Forum alleging foul play in the manner he died. There is a foul play. But mo fẹ́ padà sọ́dọ̀ Buba Galadima tó jẹ́ kó yé wa pé in tí Malafia sọ yẹn, all right. Malafia is aware of what the plan for Yoruba people. And that plan, ló ṣì ń lọ náà pẹ̀lú all other parts of Nigeria today, regardless of bóyá wọ́n gbàgbọ́ àbó gbàgbọ́. Tá bá ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá mẹ́hẹ in security, ilẹ̀ Yorùbá mẹ́hẹ in the protection of the lives of our people. Evidence lele. But I want us to watch this video that I'm going to come into the live broadcast in 17/7/2025. Let's watch this and hear the cries of 27 farmers, Tokpa, Ieni, ó ti dìjẹ́ta nísìn.
These are the scenes that welcomed one into the affected village of Jebu Iriom local government area of Plateau State early Tuesday morning. The village was thrown into shock and mourning when they started their machetes and their houses set ablaze.
Around 3 a.m., this community was attacked by Kas. And of course, we thought the place was going to be protected as the security men from the Sector 6 came with 2 gun trucks. And I was satisfied that my people are well protected.
Sincerely, it is very sad and unfortunate that up to today, these things have not come to an end. You have just witnessed, you've gone around together here, you've seen the bodies yourself. 27 people lying down.
While security personnel from different agencies were seen on the ground, the locals blamed them for late response, alleging complicity.
In fact, there was an early warning information, but we called. We didn't get a response. If to say the security responded at the time we called them, this wouldn't have happened.
This is part of the collusion and the complicity of the security agents that have been sent to respond to a distress call, but they couldn't, and it led to this. The present STF commander, the sector commander, that is here in Rio, sincerely, we're not comfortable with this man. We must commend the STF operatives that were stationed at SOAP, because if not that they have stood their ground, the actually fatality would have been higher than this.
The dead were said to have been taken away for burial, while their loved ones left to mourn them make their demands known.
In other claims, you have the federal police, you have the state police, and you have county police. Even universities in other claims have their own police system. And until we begin to do this and forget about whatever resources we will spend and protect lives and properties of citizens, we'll be doing nothing.
I am calling on the governor as the chief security of this state. He should do something to Riom local. He should do something to these people. People are becoming homeless. People are becoming fatherless. People are becoming motherless.
If these killings continue like this and government did not take any action on it, we will definitely tell the youth what to do. And they should not blame us at the end of the day of what we are telling our members to do. Why? Because we will not continue to die in the hands of people helplessly.
Now it's what has happened here today. Not only the aged, the youth, babies, toddlers were all affected. They were what they're asking for. I'm sorry doing this, but what they're asking for is that justice be done, that government, security agencies, and every other person or agency responsible to maintain peace and security of both lives and property should sit up and do the needful for the safety of both human lives and their property. In Riom local government area for New Central, Chizoba and Niowe.
The war is getting closer, but Omo Yoruba ni kò sí nǹkankan. Everything is fine. Now, let's go back to Buba Galadima. Kí ni Buba Galadima sọ? What is the agenda? Is Fulani agenda real? Or I can make it up? Now Buba Galadima has spoken, and he has spoken very well. And this is what Buba Galadima said. I'll be giving you the video, but let's read up exactly what he said. Buhari was drafted into politics to stop Yorubas from retaking Ilorin from Fulanis. It was a clear message. Koni Amulumala. He went straight forward. He said it the way it is, that àwọn làwọn lọ gbé Buhari wá láti lè jẹ́ kí agenda Fulani kó ṣe exist in Kwara and also ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, because kò ń ṣe Kwara nìkan ló ti operate. Galadima explained that some northern Fulani leaders felt the need to take drastic action when the OPC mobilized heavily in the early years of the Fourth Republic in 1999. In 1999, àwọn OPC ń gbéra, wọ́n suppress attack tí àwọn Fulani ń ṣe fún àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá, ó fi lé wọn dànù. Àwọn wá ní táwọn ò bá gbéra ńlẹ̀, táwọn ò bá ṣe the needful, àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá máa gba Kwara State padà mọ́ àwọn lọ́wọ́. Buba Galadima, a prominent chieftain of the new Nigerian Peoples Party, tó jẹ́ political party tí Buhari fi wọlé padà sí politics after tó ti ṣe ìjọba military, revealed that the late President Muhammadu Buhari foray into politics was never his idea, but a strategy move to halt an attempt by the Oodua Peoples Congress to dislodge Fulani structures in Ilorin. Àwọn ló gbé Buhari wá láti lè ṣe in tó jẹ́ kó ṣe fún ìran ọmọ Yorùbá tó ń gbéra pé nígbà pé Fulani ó operate ní Kwara State. Now, let me take you straight to the interview itself as we have it on the Koiki Media Network, courtesy of Arise Television. I want us to listen carefully as I will be bringing this to you. And then we'll come back and do another
part of that ceremony.
Hey, I'm Excel.
Moki ẹ̀yin darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lọ́kùnrin lọ́bìnrin lọ́mọdé lágbàlagbà.
Anytime soon. You continue to be there for us. You'll be a rallying point, and we appreciate you so much. And you mean a lot to us this morning. And thank you for your kind words, Vimbai.
Absolutely. Just very quickly, sir, before we let you go, very, very, very quickly, you know, I know you said you hadn't had access to him in about 10 years, but you were together for about 15 years before that. Just briefly, sir, what were the things that kept you guys going in those 15 years of trial and error and, you know, election, campaign, and you kept trying and so forth? Just give me a sense of those days when you had such strong belief and conviction that he needed to ascend to the highest office in the land.
Well, some of us who recruited him into politics had a mission. And I will reveal that mission today. General Buhari came into politics. It wasn't his province. He never liked politicians because he believed we are fake and that we don't mean what we say. But there was an incident that made some of us to recruit him, convince him, and use the other people to convince him to join politics. And even though we had our own agenda, because in 1999 and 2000, the OPC was on rampage in some parts of the country, especially Southwest, and have inconvenienced a lot of people from this part of the country.
That are Fulanis.
And to the extent that they mobilized over 500 vehicles to come and invade Ilorin with the sole aim of uprooting what they called Fulani structures in Ilorin. And we felt that was too much. And Obasanjo was doing nothing. President Obasanjo was doing nothing. President Bola Tinubu, then governor of Lagos, was doing nothing. And some of us felt that those group of people were being encouraged by their leaders in position of authority. So how do we stop that? And I called a meeting in Kaduna at Alhaji Bashir Alhatu's house in a place called Unguan Kaji, directly opposite the house of General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida. And some of those we invited included Alhaji Wadanas, Professor Yadudu, Bashir Alhatu himself, Alhaji Yahya Sulehama, and a host of others, about 34 of us. And we sat down to reason, how do we save our people from this OPC menace? So we said, I suggested that we have to, because you remove government through only two ways, the ballot of through the barrel of the gun and through the ballot box. And they said it was impossible to challenge General Obasanjo. That was how Buhari came to our mind. And when he was approached, he had a very unkind words for politicians. But since he didn't say he was not doing, we still pursued him.
Since he didn't say, because agenda tí Buhari náà fẹ́ nìyẹn, agenda láti jẹ́ kí Fulani take control of ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Since he didn't say that he's not interested, ó ní kò sọ pé òun ò ṣe. And we saw how Buhari did with every part of Yoruba land. So ìwọ tó ń sọ pé o fẹ́ Yorùbá country, tí olóyè Ìgbòho ní kò sí ààbò nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, ṣé ò ń gbọ́n tí Buba Galadima sọ pé agenda táwọn lọ fi gbé Buhari wá òun ni kí structure Fulani sì lè máa ṣe lórí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ṣé structure yẹn ṣì ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́? Yes, nítorí pé ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ní ẹ fẹ́ kí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá dá dúró, kó ní òmìnira tiẹ̀, kí a lè ní àṣẹ tiwa láti sọ pé ẹni báyìí ló máa bá wa gbé, ẹni báyìí ni kò ní bá wa gbé. Òun ni Buba Galadima ń túfọ̀ in táwọn fi lọ gbé Buhari wá.
To cut long story short, we achieved our first purpose.
Ó náwọn achieve the first purpose. Tó bá sọ pé achieve, that means pé in tó fẹ́ ṣe yẹn Ọlọ́run fún wọn ṣe. Táwa náà sọ pé Ọlọ́run jọ̀ọ́ fáwa náà ṣe ká gba country wa, ìwọ wá jẹ́ alátakò látara pé oní kò yẹ, òun ló ti ń gbọ́ nísìn. Àlàyé yẹn ni Buba Galadima sọ.
Of putting a break to what OPC was doing, because immediately Buhari joined partisan politics, and we had a very big outing in Daura to initiate him into politics. The Obasanjo government became restive.
Now, ṣorí ìdí tí wọ́n ṣe ń àtàkì olóyè Ìgbòho náà nísìn. Ṣùmọ́ ìdí tí wọ́n ṣe ń bá olóyè jà, nítorí pé olóyè náà dìde tó jẹ́ akọni ọmọ Yorùbá, tó challenge the status quo Buhari, pé no, òun ò ní wà láyé kí lè máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Kí lolóyè sọ? Gbọ́n tó lóyè sọ ká tó padà sọ́dọ̀ Buba Galadima.
Tí ó kàn mí, ṣùgbọ́n tó kàn mí mo dá sí torí pé ọmọ Yorùbá ni mí. Bí ìjọba bá wà tí ò sí ẹ̀tọ́ tó yẹ kó ṣe àìmọye èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ tá a lè múrúkọ wọn làwọn Fúlàní bẹ́ lórí tí wọ́n pa wọ́n jí àwọn kan gbé ẹ̀tọ́ bá gbé lọ́wọ́ wọn lọ lórí ilẹ̀ bàbá wa. ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn dùn mí ó bà mí lọ́kàn jẹ́ gan pé tá a bá torí pé tó Ọlọ́run wa wàá àwọn ọmọ tí ń tẹ̀lé wa tó ń ṣààbò fún wa àwọn tí ọ̀lẹ́ni tí ó tẹ̀lé wọn kọ́ ìdí nìyí tó mú mi lọ síbẹ̀ yẹn ìgbà tí mo dẹ̀ débẹ̀ ohun tí mo lọ fún ni pé láti lọ bá pé sógun tí ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí lórí ilẹ̀ wa sọ da ẹ ti ń gbé pẹ̀lú wa adẹ̀fàyè gbà yín àbáyíjà àṣẹ nǹkan jàǹbá fún yín ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ni mò ń bá Sẹ́ríkì sọ̀rọ̀ làwọn ọmọ rẹ̀ yìí mo gba ìbọn yẹn lọ́wọ́ ìkan yọ àké àgbà èkejì tún yọ ìbọn mi ìyẹn ti ẹ̀yìn ẹni bá wọnú fídíò yẹn tọ́ra fídíò wọn ó yin ìbọn yẹn sí mi kí n tó lọ́bọ̀ yẹn mọ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ bá gbọ́ fídíò rẹ̀ pé ìbọn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí dáhùn bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n yin ìbọn sí mi bẹ́ẹ̀ kí n tó ń bájà wá ẹ̀yin pípò yìí tí n bá bájà wá ẹ̀ ní dúró tẹ́ ẹ bá ti wá lè wá àtúnṣe sí ọ̀rọ̀ jíjígbé àti pípa àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n wa àtàwọn àǹtí wa àwọn bọ̀dá wa àtàwọn ìyá mi àtàwọn bàbá mi tẹ̀jẹ̀ wọn olóko mọ́ yé o ó fẹ́ tàkẹ́ forílẹ̀ bàbá wa lẹ̀.
n tó fa tí Buhari fi ní kó lọ pa olóyè mọ́lé nìyẹn nígbà tí Buhari ní kó lọ pa olóyè mọ́lé Túndé Bákàrè wá ń sọ fáwa nísìn pé kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ o Buhari kọ́ ló rán kó wá pa olóyè mọ́nulé o a tún wá ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ Túndé Bákàrè pé ṣé eléyìí tí Buba Galadima sọ ṣé Túndé Bákàrè mọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ pé agenda tó lọ fi gbé Buhari wá torí Túndé Bákàrè was also the presidential running mate of Buhari ṣé Bọ́lá Tinubu náà mọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ pé kó wá pa olóyè mọ́nulé torí pé Tinubu ló ní nígbà tí Buhari ṣubú lẹ́ẹ̀mejì ó ṣubú lẹ́lẹ́ǹkejì ó ṣubú lẹ́lẹ́ǹkẹta nígbà tó dé lẹ́ǹkẹta lòun ní máa bọ̀ ká kọ́ ẹ bọ́ ṣe ń ṣe politics ṣé àwọn olóṣèlú wa yìí ṣé wọ́n pàdé pọ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn Buhari tó jẹ́ Fúlàní pé ní tó bá wùn yín ní kẹ́ ṣe fáwọn ọmọ Yorùbá àmọ́ àwa ló kàn tó fi kan Tinubu lénìí ṣé Tinubu sacrifice ẹ̀mí ọmọ Yorùbá àti ẹ̀mí àwọn tó kú sílé lórí Ìgbòho for his own agenda láti di president pé in tó bá wọn Buhari ni kó ṣe fún wa in tí Buhari sọ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ tí gbogbo olóyè fi lọ sí Ìgàngán ní 2021 farabalẹ̀ kó gbọ́ fídíò yìí ó sì tún ṣẹlẹ̀ bí ṣe ń bẹ sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí.
ọmọ ẹ lọ́wọ́ nínú oko yọ sórí ọ̀gẹ́ni ṣé inú oko kọ́lẹ̀ wà yìí ṣé inú oko kọ́lẹ̀ wà yìí inú oko kọ́lẹ̀ wà yìí kí lè ṣe inú oko inú oko kọ́lẹ̀ wà yìí inú oko kílẹ̀ kọ́lẹ̀ wà yìí ṣé inú oko kọ́lẹ̀ wà yìí ọ̀gá yìí bá ẹ̀mí ẹni máa ṣẹ̀lẹ̀ sí ṣé inú oko kọ́lẹ̀ wà yìí ẹ̀dẹ̀ náà wà ní oko inú oko kọ́lẹ̀ wà yìí kí pákí kọ́lẹ̀ sí jẹ́ yìí ìtẹ́jẹ́ ṣe ìlú dá gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ lẹ́ti jẹ tán yìí gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ lẹ́ti jẹ tán yìí gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ lẹ́ti jẹ tán yìí. gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ lẹ́ti jẹ tán yìí ṣe ilé ìtẹ́ṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run ní kí n wá o ìtẹ́ṣẹ́ ìlú dá má kàn bá ṣe dára sí inú ìbàkọ́lẹ̀ wáyìí gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ lọ́wọ́ gòkè mẹ́ẹ̀ pẹ́kọ́ lọ́wọ́ gòmìtà wáyìí. Eléyìí tó kó síbẹ̀ kọ́ yìí inú kọ́kọ́ ikú kọ́lẹ̀ wáyìí ṣé inú kọ́lẹ̀ wáyìí ṣé inú kọ́lẹ̀ wáyìí ó ti tán okay ó ti tán.
Now these are in táwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ṣì ń face lórí agenda àwọn Buba Galadima ẹ jẹ́ ká padà sọ́dọ̀ ètí Buba Galadima tó ń sọ lọ.
And was shaken to its bone marrow. And because those were some of his our thinking, so Obasanjo had to really checkmate the OPC. So for that reason, we have achieved our first purpose of bringing General Buhari into partisan politics. So the remaining now is history. They wanted.
All you need to potentially.
Now, that agenda played out very well. That same agenda, ló fi wá rán ikú sí Olóyè Ìgbòho at his residence when he challenged the status quo. But arákùnrin tó jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá kan disagree pé no. The reason why Igboho was almost killed is not because of Buhari agenda. It has to do with just the military or those that were upset with Igboho. Ta ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀? Òun lárákùnrin, ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ gbọ́.
Was accused of nepotism, economic mismanagement, insensitive response to insecurity, and some challenges we had in 2020 during the NSAS protest. In 2021, you also came out publicly to criticize his administration. Did you get to speak with him privately? How would you say he responded to your counsel at the time?
Well, truth be told, I had opportunity to speak to him very privately many times, and I would not go public against anyone who I had close relationship with. Normally, I'll first present it behind the scene. Now, one of the two occasions that I spoke loud and outside of private discussion was what happened in Sunday Igboho's house. I was really livid, and I remember saying, "You will never see me again while ministering." And then he sent for me and said, "Do you know I know nothing about it?" I said, "I wouldn't know. It's under your watch."
Do you know I know nothing about it? But eléyìí tí Buba Galadima wá sọ yìí ńkọ́? Eléyìí tí Buba Galadima tó sọ yìí ńkọ́? Kí ni Buba Galadima sọ? Ká tó máa parí ètò. Listen again to what Buba Galadima had to say.
A lot of lessons to learn from the death of President Muhammadu Buhari. Yes, I went through my telephone either to reaffirm faith in what I am doing, and I...
Absolutely. Just very quickly, sir, before we let you go, very, very quickly, you know, I know you said you hadn't had access to him.
Well, some of us who recruited him into politics had a mission, and I will reveal that mission today. General Buhari came into politics. It wasn't his province. He never liked politicians because he believed we are and the tendency that made some of us to recruit him, convince him, and use the other people to convince him to join politics. And even though we had our own agenda, because in 1999 and 2000, the OPC was on rampage in some parts of the country, especially south, and have inconvenienced a lot of people from this part of the country. And to the extent that they mobilized over 500 vehicles to come and invade Ilorin with the sole aim of uprooting what they called Fulani structures in Ilorin. And we felt it was too much.
They felt that too much because the Fulani ló ní Nigeria. Fulani ní Britain gbé Nigeria lé lọ́wọ́. So ta ló fún wa ní gut? Ta ló fún Ìgbòho ní gut? Ta ló bẹ Ìgbòho ńṣẹ́ to stop the agenda of the Fulanis? This is what Buba Galadima is saying. And this saying has been going on for many years. But àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá à ń fi sentiment pé Tinubu ni president, even though the question is, if Tunde Bakare is saying Tinubu Buhari ò mọ̀ nípa ẹ̀, then the question is, kí ni agenda tí Tinubu fi sọ fún Buhari pé èmi á gbé ẹ wá, màá fún ẹ ní support. Mo kíyà mi Dr. Wunmi Lawal. Let me appreciate this, our beautiful mother, for the great work she's doing. One Yoruba elders have lost their spunk, gut, courage, and sense of heritage. Many of our elders have sold their souls for Ghana, must go back. They have no shame anymore. It is a disgrace. Mokima, Mofitele Dumare Mokinyi, Àlàáfíà ara túbọ̀ tó, ẹ kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun, ẹ kú bẹ́ ṣe ń là wá lóye nípa Tinubu, torí pé ọ̀rọ̀ Tinubu ló máa ń wà lẹ́nu yín ní gbogbo ìgbà. Mo fẹ́ ká wo fídíò kan díẹ̀ sí, torí bí ṣe sọ mo fẹ́ padà lọ sùn. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Mo fẹ́ ká gbọ́ this video that was produced some years back of atrocities and the agenda to Fulani in Yoruba land and across gbogbo bí tán pè ní Nigeria lẹ́ni. Listen to this.
Do all the things that all human beings do. So it's not a question of religion. There's no question of anybody being truly a Muslim there. You know, even I knew a chief judge who was supposed to be leading Muslim prayers, who anytime he came to me in my official residence, he would put a brandy or whiskey in a mug and be drinking, and he would smoke and all that. So I don't think it's religion. When they started this Sharia, how many of them are obeying the Sharia? How many of them? No, not none of their leaders. So it's not religion per se, but they use religion to deceive people and say, Hausas were not Muslims at all. So they say, well, let's give you a superior religion, we'll give you Islam. But that didn't apply to the South, because we've had Muslims in Yoruba land even before 14th century.
So truly what we are fighting against, or what is going on, is clash of culture.
And civilizations.
And civilizations.
That's right.
Not really the Fulani versus the Igbo or the Fulani versus the Yoruba.
No.
It's clash of civilizations.
Yes, clash of civilizations and clash of cultures. Yes, you're right.
That means we have not really integrated as a people.
Never. We have never been.
So the word the Nigerian people is a fallacy. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Because, again, in those days, you will say, there have always been Igbo markets, Hausa markets in Enugu. There have always been Sabos in Shagamu. But those Sabos were occupied by Hausas. Hausas are peaceful people. We traded in Kola North. We did even the few Fulanis that came with them at that time, when you had a Sabo in Shagamu or in Ibadan here, they would still look for one Fulani man and make him their Seriki.
How did the Hausa accept
they were subdued. They were subdued.
Despite their large numbers.
Yes, they were subdued. Of course, they killed, they ruined, they extirpated their 7 kingdoms. They killed their 7 rulers and took over under the guise of religion. Another thing they used the word corruption. Oh, your people are corrupt. We are saints. Your people are corrupt. They've always used the word corruption to deceive people.
And that is exactly what they made us believe. Buhari is not corrupt. Buhari is clean. Buhari has a clean heart. But do you know that the same Buhari stole so much out of the NNPC, billions of dollars, that is not accounted for today? So they're always telling us, oh, they are saints. Buhari is saint. Let's go and bring Buhari is a saint man. And I just quickly want to go to the page of my beautiful sister, Dr. Kemi Ololoyo. She posted something exactly around this Buhari is saint, because Buhari is not saint. The quicker we get out now, the better for us. I want us to look at the post of Dr. Kemi Ololoyo 9 hours ago. on Kemi Talks on Facebook. In 1994, some of you were not born yet, Buhari looted 2 billion naira out of the PTF by nepotism, consultants, and project siphoning the money. 70% of the project concentrated on the northern part of Nigeria, while ignoring the south. He publicly blamed it on ignorance. In 1994, how old are you? Were you born then? The same Buhari that came back in 2015 as a saint man. We know what Buba Galadima just told us, that the agenda to bring back Buhari was to make sure that they take more out of Yoruba land, not just for Kwara State. Take from Lagos, Ruga land. You hear all these things happening then. A lot of you were attacking this Koiki media and Babakitoye and Igboho. While we are trying to stop them, you were blaming us. Let's quickly go back. Now the agenda is clear. The question is Tinubu also aware of this agenda? Tinubu mo nipa agenda yi? Did Tinubu played along with Buhari that I will satisfy you and support you? Ma fun gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá kó fún any support, but the support must come back to me. It doesn't matter whatever you want to do. Now it is becoming clearer. Let's go back and hear more from Chief Tola Adeniyi.
Come the Hausa man is yet to claim that's Hausaness again.
It's just now that the efforts we are making in the south have begun to yield fruits. You will be surprised to hear that now in Hausa land, we now have Hausa Christians. Never had that before. Never. You now have Middle Belt Forum that are saying we are not Northerners, we are Middle Belters.
And these are the Middle Belt that are crying. Maybe you forgot the video. Maybe I should just slot it in before we end the broadcast. This happened in Middle Belt in Plateau State just on Tuesday.
These are the scenes that welcomed one into the affected village of Jebu in Riom local government area of Plateau State early Tuesday morning. The village was thrown into shock and mourning when they started their machetes and their houses set ablaze.
That is the agenda that Chief Tola Adeniyi was explaining here.
Those Northerners. Now, when you see a Jukum man or you see a Lantan man and you say you are Hausa or you are Fulani, he will be angry. He may even draw his dagger. Don't call me Fulani. I'm not Fulani. I'm not Hausa. What we did not know until recently is that when you call a Fulani man Hausa, he will be angry. He will say Banzani. Because he knows that I'm superior to Hausa. How can you say I'm Hausa? But before now, before Buhari came to establish his suzerainty over Nigeria, we lumped all of them together for Northerners. And like I wrote some 4 years ago, there's no North. There's no North that we used to know. The North is dead. There's nothing called North anymore.
So there's a Fulani now standing on his own.
He's standing on his own. There's no more North. If they try any war today, oh God of mercy. The kind of cohesion you had in the army, the military in 1966, will never happen again in this country, if there is a country at all. You will not find a Hausa soldier now, an Igbo soldier going to Enugu to kill a fellow Igbo. You will not even find an Igbo soldier coming to Ibadan to kill a Yoruba man, or a Yoruba soldier going to Enugu to kill an Igbo man. It will not happen again. So the Lantan people, the Benue people will never, ever allow themselves to be used by any Fulani mischief maker.
So if I'm getting you right, your argument is that the Fulani hegemony has been broken.
Dead.
If the Fulani hegemony has been broken,
yes,
does it mean that the social structure of Nigeria is about to witness a very hard hit that will lead to a new Nigeria?
Yes, for those who agree with you to the extent of the fact that there are still some people who want a Nigeria, a group that I don't belong to. But for such people, yes, with the weakening of Fulani hegemony, there could be a Nigeria that will integrate the Super Fulanis, the town Fulanis, and still reconstruct, rebuild, and then have a Nigeria that should be. But I, as a person, as Tola Deni, believe that it will take probably 1,000 years to change the mindset of a Fulani person.
Did you hear that part? Ìwọ ọmọ Yorùbá tó ń tako ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tí Bàbá Akíntóyè ń pariwo Ìgbòho, Koiki Media, àtàwa tó kù, Dr. Mọ́wùnmí and the rest of the medias. Ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan tí bàbá yẹn sọ, even 1,000 years from today, àjọṣe wa àti Fúlàní kò lè possible. I'm going to bring just 2 more videos and I'll be winding the broadcast down because mo sọ pé kò ní ju 1 hour lọ. Mo kí gbogbo èèyàn wa.
Whose philosophy is kill, maim, rape, send away people from their land and let me occupy it.
That is the bush Fulani.
It is the bush Fulani.
Not the town Fulani.
Not the town Fulani.
And the town Fulani is more in number.
No! The town Fulani is less than 1%.
How did you get that figure?
Oh, go and find out. Let them allow a sense. What are the town Fulani? They're very few. The ones who have in Abuja. Or the few that dot spaces in Sokoto. I'm sure that you know that Sokoto, as we speak, is not a Fulani town.
Is it not?
No, that's a mistake we make. Zamfara is not a Fulani town. There are more houses in Zamfara than Fulani. There are more houses in Kano than Fulani.
But the Fulani govern.
They are a town. They are in charge.
Yes, so it's their town.
Yes. By subterfuge, by cunning, by crookedness, by all sorts of gimmickry.
Or by integration.
Not integration, by intimidation. And I said they are politically savvy. What they did to the rest of Nigeria, when they realized...
Farabalẹ̀ kó gbọ́ bíbá yìí, this is how they empower àwọn criminal politicians yìí, àwọn tí wọ́n rò pé èèyàn, àwọn olè, àwọn jìbìtì, tá bá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ sí wọn, ara màmá níwọ́. Farabalẹ̀ kó gbọ́n tí bàbá ìsọ níbí báyìí. Àwọn tí wọ́n bá ti empower wọn, tó fún wọn lówó, tó ń run ní businesses wọn, àwọn ni wọ́n lè sọ̀rọ̀ láti endorse pa fẹ́ Yorùbá country. Àwọn ọba yín náà wà láàrin wọn. Farabalẹ̀ kó gbọ́n tí bàbá ìsọ àti ń lọ sùn.
That the Fulani in the military, they could no longer use the military to retain power indefinitely. Since they've had power, they had access to the treasury.
Remember, they had access to the treasury. 1994, Buhari looted 2 billion naira out of the PTF by nepotism and consultants, shipped all this money to the northern part of Nigeria.
They say, oh yes, Edmond is from the east or wherever. Brilliant man. He may likely oppose us.
Give him money.
And contest with us and rival us.
Give him money.
Let's make him an ambassador.
Let's
give him an oil block.
Let's
make him a billionaire.
So all these your billionaire we now they see all over Nigeria, all empowered by the criminal politicians. See them driving big cars, big house, all empowered by the Fulanis.
We padlock his mouth.
Padlock his mouth.
Let's get an Abiola. Make him a billionaire.
Make him a billionaire.
Let's get this.
They end up, Abiola,
let's get that. And make them big. Big. They will never be able to look us in the face.
And that is exactly what Tinubu has done. He sold Yoruba people to Fulani for his own selfish ambition. Omolodu Ode. Abi? For 2027. I want 2027. Whatever Fulani want, let's give it to them. Whatever British want, whatever the foreigner want, we give it to them. But me, I want to go back and do another 4 years. Even officially 8 years. Jagaban. Jagarudi. Only.
Then we can continue.
We can continue.
Looting the treasury. We can continue. Once when we are in control of the treasury, we are in control of everywhere.
Yes.
So we can hire thugs. We can do whatever we would like, and that is
We're not longer hiring thugs. This is
why they introduced what I call plutogaki into Nigerian political etymology. Plutogaki.
Meaning?
Plutocracy is the government of the rich.
Yeah.
Oligarchy is the government of the muscle men.
And who are the muscle men? These are the muscle men. With this video, I'll be ending the broadcast, and these are the muscle men that they are bringing. These are the young girl, OK-47, RPG. These are the new muscle men terrorizing each and every one of us. Nile Yorubalini. Wow. What a great time to be alive, like I always say. The mission and the vision to end this, continue to play ignorance, continue to attack those that are in the forefront, trying to stop the agenda as Igbo has done since 2021. Continue to call us names. Continue to look away when your fatherland needs you. Elumi cook off 10 pounds. Already lati fi 10 pounds yen ko lo fi se nkan mi. When the media is crying out every day that we need money. Ó pọ̀ jù fún yín láti kówó jáde. These ones have sophisticated network. They have everything. Continue to live in denial and say, any problem maybe abroad in Wawa. Yes, I live abroad, 3,000 miles away from you. But my heart is there, just like millions of Yoruba people. Continue to blame Baba Kitoye for Shebashini Kashirali, no niye. Shebashima Mashirali lele. Chana Bashing by Yoruba Nation, no niye. Continue to criticize the little things that we are doing. The little things, these are little out of what they are doing. Continue to play ignorant. My name is Olayomi Koiki, your last man standing. Èmi ni máa yọ ẹ̀mí tó ṣì ń bẹ lára ẹ̀ fún Nàìjíríà máa yọ jáde. Tó bá ń gbọ́ Nàìjíríà wàá máa sáré. Anywhere tó bá sọ pé Nàìjíríà bá inú á máa bí ẹ. But inú ò tí ì bí ẹ nísìnyí torí pé ìwọ náà fi jẹ tiẹ̀ ó fi jalè nínú ẹ̀. Òun wá opportunity. Kó fi ẹ ṣe chairman kó lè kówó jẹ kó wá ra lisa abroad. Kò lè suppress àwọn èèyàn. Tó yẹ pé táwọn èèyàn bá wà offended pé nǹkan tó sọ a lè gbé ẹ lọ sí court ká gba justice kò sí hospital kò sí kankan tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ kò sí access sí basic things of life, just the basic ní afẹ́ nǹkan tó pọ̀. Kàkà kó jẹ́ ẹni tó máa súnmọ́ ìrìn àjò yìí. Òun àtàkì èmi Ọláyọmí Kóìkì, òun àtàkì Ìgbòho, òun àtàkì Bàbá Akíntóyè pé ó ṣe já wa àwa ta ló bá ìwà ń ṣe. Òun béèrè pé ta ló rán àwọn ṣe pé ká gbà yín kúrò ní Nàìjíríà. Koiki Media, 4:24, 6 minutes before the end of the broadcast. The audio has been produced and it will be released. Tó bá bá pàdé, mo kí yín ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń fún wa ní gift ẹ ṣé gan ni. I think I have about £7 so far, Lori TikTok. Nothing comes free. I paid for this StreamYard yesterday. StreamYard I can pay it back for you. It costs money to run this operation that we are running on a daily basis. Going free. The reason why we have a great access to the StreamYard today, Koda more realize Koda more stable due OBS law. We started using it while I was in Africa, and it has become very stable. I just made the payment. 34 pounds, almost $44. All these are money that we need. I send a rulosile, taloma fún mi ní support láti fi clear yẹn kò ń ṣe route mi. It's not my personal use. It's for the movement. Gbogbo ilé la ṣe ń sọ pé ẹ ràn wá lọ́wọ́. Ẹ ràn iléeṣẹ́ yìí lọ́wọ́ láti lè ṣe ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èyí tí a fẹ́ ṣe tó ṣe pọ̀. Because in ta fẹ́ ṣe pọ̀. But without funding, we can't do much. We have a bill of £325. That is some phone cargo company. I don't want to show you because I realize if I try to show it, it will bring the name of the cargo and it might compromise the security of what I do back home. But the bill is here. I have to pay £325. Gbogbo inti wafi lo nile towards this movement. Not the one where we are. I'll probably just send a little bit of few things for my family. But the major part of it is for this movement. Without funding, there's little we can also do. Kò ní sú èmi, kò dẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ sú ẹ̀yin náà. Mo kí gbogbo orí tó gbọ́ mi ní òru èní àtẹni tó máa tún gbọ́ lọ́la. Èmi á máa ṣe ìtọ́lọ́run mi. I was telling my son that there are things that I want to do as well that I've put on hold in the last 5 years. A lot of plans that I have for my family. I have to put everything on hold for this movement. I am not restricted here in the UK. Èmi náà lè máa lọ gun Mercedes kí n lọ ṣiṣẹ́ méjì. But somebody must take the job, which is what we are doing. And we got to do it as quickly as possible. So, àbọ̀rọ̀ mo yé nísìn. Ẹ má worry. We kick people like that out so that next time kò ní ráyè wọlé nítorí pé ó ráyè wọlé ni. So I kick them out. Pẹ̀lú mi inú wọn wọ̀ ráyè gbé tẹ́lẹ̀. So ẹ ṣe tẹ́ bá ṣáà ti comment lé wọn lórí, I will kick them out. I think there's another one there. Náà pé méjì ni wọn. Wọ́n ti kick ẹ̀kan out. Let's look for the second one. Because this is not a platform to ẹ̀kọ́ jókòó sí. So we kick them out. And that's it. So thank you so much, everyone. I got to go back to sleep so that I can wake up and then do other things I got to do. But my bag when Buba Galadima saw that the agenda to facilitate Buhari is the same agenda to Shefoloye Gbowo. That agenda is still real. Agenda kí ni mo sọ ó ṣì real. And if we do not, am I stressed around yín ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Ọlá Gallery? They've been kicked out. Ní gbúrò wọn mọ́ lórí platform. I have the time. I kick them out. Ẹ ṣé gan ni ẹ̀yin tẹ́ gbọ́ wa. Torí Fulani pọ̀ nù púpọ̀ náà tí tán wá sórí social media. So, and on that note, Buhari was drafted into politics to stop Yoruba from retaking Ilorin from Fulanis, Buba Galadima. That has been the discussion this morning. Eshigoni, all donations are very good. Teba fún naira no alifi naira sanwó yẹn nílé is £325. Oh, it's released every. When the goods are released, you will see it. Koda up to the flyer in London, all the flyers that is left, everything. You will see they will do a recording and I'll post it. But I have to make that payment before they can release the goods. So we can pay it in naira or I can pay it in pounds. So every little help, please. So that I don't want to be worried too much about funding. I want you to let me focus on bringing the news and how the movement is going. But when you worry about the funding, it also helps the brain not to function properly. And that's what they want us to do. They don't want the brain to function so that, because this story should have been produced since I came across it. But sometimes because it's a family house and I don't want to disturb my children too much since I came back from Africa. So I'm trying to slow down the tempo in the house. Though I still do the program around them. But it's been 5 years with the family back to back. It's not easy. They're not complaining, neither are my wives complaining. But I have to give them a bit of room. I don't have the studio and I'm not going to go and get any place because we cannot fund it. And it's going to be a problem. In UK, nothing is free. Even if it's a desk, I have to go and hire. I have to pay for them. And we cannot be coming online and say, give us support, and their support is not coming through. Some just want to watch the program and walk away. I see the pastors. They also say, share the program. I watch them. I don't want to mention names so that Kimal ni mention. I see them. They put out their own donation portal as well when they are doing their program. We all see it. They bring out and say that even all the churches now, they have accounts all over the world. They have Canada account, they have UK account, they have America account. They have people that are helping them, even if they are not fully registered in America. So why should it be a crime for a media to also ask for your support? When your churches, at least, I don't say most of the mosque, because the churches are well organized on the social media today. If you go on YouTube, when they start their program, during the program, they ask you to share the program. The reason why they want you to share, so that more people will come and take mercy, I believe, and be supported spiritually. I listen to them. I'm a Muslim. I listen to Christian prayers. And I'm also a Babalawo. And I believe in Babalawo. But what I'm saying is that when we talk about funding, because I'm ending the program in 8 minutes. It's 4 hours, 1 hour already, it's 4:30. So no confusing. So if the churches can produce their bank accounts in UK, in UFA, in Naira, why should I be, omitted from asking for funding? And in media, it's ethical. This is a newspaper I picked up yesterday. And I picked up 3 because I like to have 3 different papers. I'm not advertising it. It's free in the UK. It's called the Metro newspaper. Why do you think it's free? Why do you think this paper is free? It's not free. The advert inside pays for it. The advert. This front advert, Boshikiri Moi, Tony 200 gig, £12. EU roaming. Only God knows how much they are paying to have this there. So I hope a lot of us understand that media needs funding. It's not just one-day funding, continuous funding. Thank you so much. Enrico B. Julius, thank you so much. Jerusalem on TikTok, we're getting there slowly and slowly. I appreciate you. Yawa Lajire Koka, Kunle Shita, Dr. Maumi Olalubaka. Thank you. God bless you all. Sulaima Mohammed, Oke Moses Eshegoni, Alan Kondi, Waris Chinodu, More explanation has been done on the Yoruba World Media on the passport. And also the YouTube one, we will probably have time to do analysis on what was said later on in another program. But this program is fully dedicated to Yorubas that are still disagreeing with us, that says self-determination is our inalienable right and we will exhaust it. Thank you so much. And God bless Yoruba land. God bless you and me. God bless us so that we can be able to complete this mission as quickly as possible. Continue to produce your rallies, even if it's the smallest thing you can do, even in diaspora. No, let's just help to continue to create the awareness until it becomes big again. And on that note, a very good morning. My name is Olami Koiki. Thank you so much on Twitter, and those that will be watching it tomorrow. Orayolama soon. Thank you. Good night.